All right, guys. So I just copied and pasted the link to my YouTube channel for the team. Um, Make sure to go there, subscribe, because I'm going to begin to start posting a lot more strategical, educational videos for you guys when it comes to specific things to be aware of in the business and also in your day to day in the activity you continue to put in this business. So things that I think is going to help and has helped me, I'm going to begin to create short content for all of you because those things that I'm going to be sharing are things that have helped me. So I'm confident it's going to help all you guys out in your business. But let's get right into it, guys. Welcome to tonight's team Zoom call. Just wanted to share with all of you. I'm going to make this a brief call tonight, this evening, but I want to make it impactful. So a few updates. If you guys are not aware, last Thursday we had our special event Zoom call, which was phenomenal, packed room, and David Rutz and McGuire went through a whole bunch of things that were very important. And just one of them I wanted to share and mention is the incentive. It's March Madness, the March Madness incentive. So what they're going to be tracking is the amount of new brokers that each and every single one of us enroll. The how many of those new brokers are certified, new certified brokers. Three, submitted applications, and four, funded deals. From last Thursday, which was the 15th, until the 31st of this month, they're going to be tracking all of this, each and single category, and each and single one of these categories will add points for those who continue in this March Madness. David has not disclosed what the prizes and incentives will be specifically, but he in his past two companies he mentioned he's been very generous with the prizes. So obviously, this is something we should be doing on a day-to-day basis, communicating with business owners, reaching out to them, letting them know in our communities and our neighboring communities who we are and how we can help. But also, for those of you that are local leaders, building a team, this is something we should be doing every day, anyways. But now it's a lot more fun. Now we have a slight incentive, so I encourage all of you try to be on to the next group that passes along for the qualifying group, which they'll be announcing on the 31st or the 30th. So remember, new brokers, certified brokers, applications submitted, and new funded deals. So let's get out there, let's communicate, because that's what's going to bring us the results, whether it's new brokers or helping business owners secure the funds they need. So that is the March Madness event. Spanish speaking market is live as it can be. We have our support team, internal support team ready on standby to help all of the any Spanish speaking business owner. So if you know of any Spanish speaking business owner in your town, in your community, whether it's a restaurant owner, in the construction or trade space, whatever industry it may be, we have marketing materials all translated into Spanish. The website, our Bank Breezy website, translated into Spanish. And also the whole application process is translated in Spanish as well. On top of that, support team ready to support them once the application is submitted to communicate them throughout the process and even present the offer in Spanish. So phenomenal news in a whole underserved market, guys. And we are the first movers and shakers and first movers on this market. You want to act fast, start communicating, even with those Spanish speaking business owners that we can now help them if they have a need for funding. We can guide them throughout the process. So what I wanted to share for tonight's team Zoom call is the materials, the marketing materials, the printable material that we have that we can utilize and use when going out there speaking to business owners, speaking to Spanish speaking business owners, speaking to bank managers, speaking to gym owners. I want to show this to you in case you are not aware of it. So one second, let me share my screen real quick with all of you. I'm going to share, put this up. All right, can someone just give me an okay that if you can see the screen?
Yes,
Yeah, I can see
SOT
it.
agency.
Awesome. Yep. Awesome, guys. So this is my YouTube channel, by the way. So I already put the link in the chat, but let's go to, here we go. DAC. So if we type in DACRC, which is the resource center, we type that in. I'm going to show you first the brand new resource center that is live. Look how beautiful this looks, guys. They completely changed it. This is all on the LMS. So you can, not only do you access all the courses and the trainings through the LMS, but now the resource center is through the LMS under resources right here. Broker resources, quick access. Now, this is the getting started. So when some brand new broker comes on, that's where they go through. And then we have business funding, and we have team building, local leaders. Let's take a look at that. So here we have the keynote PowerPoint version for the broker opportunity overview, the game plan, and the welcome letter. If you ever want to know what the welcome letter looks like for the brokers that you're bringing on, this is what it looks like. So you can give them a call, walk them through, say, hey, you should have received an email from support. The welcome email, yes. All right, here, let's walk it through. I'm going to point you in the right direction. It goes through the exact steps on getting started. So that's important when bringing on new brokers. You want to make sure you point them into the right direction. Here we go. Going back to the resource center, pay plan, everything, company policies, logos, brand. We have the weekly calendar, guys, daily live Zoom calls, the DAC huddles every day, Monday to Friday. The merch shop, here we go, the merch shop, Bank Breezy merch shop, DAC merch shop. And what I wanted to go to is show all of these. Under business funding, click on business funding. And now we're going to scripts and training material. You all should know what this is if you've browsed through the resource center. But what I wanted to show you is, here we go, is this. This is for our Spanish-speaking business owners. There is a funding flyer you can print out, save it first, enter your broker information on the bottom, use a platform such like Canva or another website that allows you to edit your information, type in your information, to create a QR code right there, or put your picture. I suggest a QR code so they can scan it. That takes them to your website. But here we go. This translation says business funding for small businesses. When your bank can't help, we can. And it goes all to say the online funding platform, one application gets them the best offers from the top providers. And it goes into minimum requirements right here to the right, the approximate approval amount, and then the cost of capital. Gives them the entire explanation, all the details they need right here. And then on the bottom, are you ready to fund and make your ideas a reality? So this is huge, guys. This is very helpful. Shows them the platform right there. So you can print this out and go out, and when you encounter these Spanish-speaking business owners, hand them this. Start communicating with them how you can help them as well. Here is another flyer I want to go through if you haven't seen this already, but this is for the gym owners and health clubs. In reality, it's any business under the health and fitness industry, all right? So we have a live incentive right now, a special funding incentive for gym owners, health club owners, or any business under the health and under the health and fitness space. And as you can see here, here's the flyer. It goes into the same thing, minimum requirements, approximate approval amounts. This is to hand out to those business owners as well. Now, here's another interesting flyer you can print out. And this is something that I know my dad is doing as well, but I'm starting to implement and strategizing and reaching out through emails to business owners that are in a close range of the stadiums, the venues where the FIFA World Cup games um, are going to be taking place, right? So here we go. Look at this funding flyer. The FIFA World is coming to town. Your ideas deserve the spotlight. We provide the funds to fuel them. You've worked hard to build your dream, now strengthen your business well. The world's attention is here. Flexible funding for your FIFA strategy. Minimum requirements, get approved, preferred pricing, and higher approvals. So it goes into some brief information. But why is this important? Well, because there's going to be people traveling in from all over the world to these specific cities where the stadiums are located, where the venues are going to be. And guess what? Guess who's going to be slam busy? Restaurants, hospitality, uh, just in general, all retail, barbershops, beauty salons, nails, all the retail, all the restaurants, food trucks. These businesses are going to be exploding with business and very busy. So this is a good time to start reaching out or just walking into your local restaurants, guys. You live near one of these cities or venues, go visit them in person. If not, start reaching out. If maybe you live a few hours away from one of these venues or one of these cities, or you're probably or maybe in another state, um, take the time to reach out to a restaurant, a send an email, shoot them a DM through Facebook, Instagram, and just let them know, hey, it's I understand that you're going to be pretty busy in the next once the World Cup starts. But I just wanted to introduce myself, let you know what I do, and we're working with businesses that are going to be that have ideas to grow before or remodel or implement specific strategies for the massive influx of people and clients that they're going to have. I just want you to know I'm here as a resource in case you need working capital for any ideas or strategies before that time comes, right? Something along those lines. But I'm just flowing in a flow state, sharing what I'm saying in these outreach messages. So save this, look up these businesses, restaurants, hospitality, retail. Look look them up, see if they have a social media page. Facebook usually provides you with their email, so you can reach out via email if you find it, or reach out through their social media page. Some owners manage the social media page, some don't. But go for it. Just start sharing the message because you may come across someone with specific ideas and strategies right now that a business owner that's planning for this massive influx of clients they're going to be having and a large influx of working capital can definitely help them with those ideas and strategies. So reach out to them. That's one of the flyers, and then another important print material I wanted to show you guys is the drop card translated into Spanish. All right, simple funding for businesses. Bank can't help, we can. One application, best offer from multiple providers, real funding in 1 to 3 days. On the bottom here, 15,000 monthly sales, 4+ months in business, and a 550 plus FICO. And then about our funding gives them the amounts, the terms, without big monthly payments, and then it goes into the requirements, use of funds. So check this out. We have drop cards in Spanish that you can also begin to print out and share with the Spanish speaking market. And if you don't have drop cards just yet in English, I highly suggest you print these things out because it's one of the best things you can have when you're just out and about, right? When we're out and about in our daily routine, whether it's picking up our kids from school, from practice, from events, friend's house, or just our way to if you have a full-time job or a part-time job, or just you know doing whatever, going to the gym, on your way to doing all of this in the daily transit, business owners are everywhere. Literally, you'll see a truck, you'll pass by a pizzeria, you'll pass by a deli, you'll pass by retail businesses everywhere. They are everywhere, right? So it really comes down to just stepping out of your comfort zone and taking the time, whether even though if it's just one conversation you're trying to do on your way to pick up your kids or on your way to the gym, on your way to work or on your way back from work, taking that time to introduce yourself to those local businesses that are in your community, that's what's going to push the needle forward. That's what's going to bring the results. And having these drop cards on hand is the best thing you can have because it tells them everything they need to know, front and back. It's an icebreaker, and it's something that leaves a great and phenomenal first impression because these are not just small little business cards. These are little billboards, little postcards that will leave a great first impression. And it's a way to break the ice and introduce yourself and let them know who you are and how you can help. All right, guys. So, last flyer, in case you're unaware, but here it is. This is for establishing relationships with the banks, with your bank managers, your local bank managers. This is phenomenal, guys. When you have to say no, we help you say yes. Working with banks to help more business owners get the funding they deserve. Your bank can't approve everyone, but together we can help them all. And here you go. Same thing. I love this. I love that they were able to implement the minimum requirements, the approximate approval amounts, and the cost of capital, because that's what you want to be upfront and full transparency. This is what it is. This is total cost. This is what you may be eligible for. And here you go. This is available for if or when you may need it. And here it just goes to show the challenge. Banks can't fund everyone. The solution, we help where banks can't. The platform, our online funding platform, and the partnership to retain for the bank to retain the relationship with their clients. Right? Banks want to retain the relationship with their clients. David Rutz recently, so this is the flyer. All right. David Rush shared on one of the last calls, it was Friday, I think. He shared how he's been in communication with one of his bank managers, but throughout 3, 4, 5, 6 conversations where the bank manager really saw the intention behind David Rush, right? They're always they're always analyzing you the first, second impression, the first and second visit or conversations or meetings because they really don't know how or what intention or how much you really care. And when his bank manager really found out that okay, this guy really cares that they're running a great operation, they gave him an opportunity and gave him 2 to 3 sample clients that were declined with the bank, and they sent them over to David. The banks are very they obviously do not want to send their clients to any just particular individual that is in the funding space. So it's up to us to establish that relationship with the bank manager throughout time. It may take a month, 2 months, 3 months until that bank manager really sees that you have a genuine interest in helping their clients, right? Also, they don't want their clients to try a company out and come back and say, "Oh, hey, why'd you send me with them? You know, um, they, they did, they weren't able to help me out, or they don't want to set up the incorrect expectations for their clients. So they want to know exactly what this is, how we operate, what the approval amounts are, what the cost of the capital is going to be, so they're able to communicate that going into with their clients. So when their clients apply, they're not encountering a big surprise, right? And that could be a negative feedback for that bank manager. So this is a great flyer to open the conversation up, to break the ice, to start walking into your local banks and credit unions and establishing those relationships with those bank managers. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. And that was it, guys. I wanted to share that because I think it's important. It can spark some ideas for you guys, but it again comes down to the communications, our daily communication with business owners, with strategic partnerships such as referral sources, CPAs, bank managers, insurance brokers, so commercial real estate agents as well. So it comes down to our daily communication, our activity every day. If we're able to do a critical task, an activity that pushes us forward, communication, informing business owners, reaching out, text message, emails, walk in. We're able to do that every day, guys. That momentum continues to build, and going to be time where that business owner is calling you because you are the trusted local expert in business funding for that business. So that's it, guys. I'm going to open this up to any questions or comments. And I see Teresa has her hand up.
Hi, can you hear me?
You are heard.
Oh, cool. Okay, so great. I love the drop cards, the Spanish ones. My question is that, when we get, we do the regular ones, the English ones, it already comes now preloaded with your phone number and with your QR code that links you to your, our website,
Yes.
the DAC website. Now, for the Spanish ones, we order those. Will the QR code go to the Spanish Bank Breezy? Because so they could see. So I give them a drop card. They scan the code. Is it going to go to the Spanish page? I guess is my question.
Good question. Yep. Great question, Teresa. So if we, there's two options to to download or to receive the drop cards, whether it's a Spanish or English version. First one is our third party print shop that can be accessed through the back office. And right
Right.
there in the print shop is where you can order the English version or the Spanish version. If you order
Mm-hmm.
the English version, you type in, before ordering it, you type in your broker information. It's going to ask for your website. You type in your website. Let's just say you put your Bank Breezy website, the English version, and then you order them. And then you receive the drop cards with all your broker information and the QR code. They generate that themselves. Now, for the Spanish
Right.
version, same thing. Broker, you type in your broker information.
Oh,
You type, you type,
oh,
you type in
okay.
your Bank Breezy website, but your Bank Breezy website, you have to make sure that you type in bankbreezy.com/ES
Right.
forward
Yes.
slash your
Okay,
username.
cool. Okay.
So
Okay.
when you receive the drop cards, has that website and it has on the QR code the link for that website. Now, if you're going to print out, which the other option is for either or, the English version or the Spanish version, you simply, if you want to print them out yourselves and take it to a local print shop, because
Mm-hmm.
coincidentally you have your buddy, your friend, or a family member owns a print shop or whatever the case may be, you
Mm-hmm.
need to download the template through right there, the back, the resource center, download the
Mm-hmm.
template, edit your information yourself through Canva or another website that allows you to do that. Also generate, you have to generate the QR code yourself. Once that's all set in place, you save that document and then you take that document to your local print shop and then they can print that out for you. So those are the two ways to print out the drop cards or any of the
Okay,
flyers.
great, Nick, because that was that was going to be like a second part of the question, like how do we download, because I'm not very tech savvy or anything, but you just kind of walked us through it. So thank you for that.
You bet. You bet. Let me show you something real quick. So here we are in the resource center. Click on it and you click save. 1 second. And you click save. And then once that document is saved, you go to one of the websites, look up on Canva, on YouTube. They'll teach you how to edit information on these type of documents pretty easily. So it may take some time, but it's not hard. You can with that tutorial on YouTube, they'll teach you on how to do that and take it to your local print shop. But the third party print shop that we have is fantastic, has everything in place, the quality. So whichever fits your need best, go for it. But you definitely want to have this on hand when you're out and about because it's like I said, it's an icebreaker and it's a great way to start the conversation and leave something behind.
Yes, great. Thank you so much, Nick.
You bet. You bet. Thank you, Terry. Teresa. Terry, your hand is up.
Yes, I know in the huddle one day last week, they said the Spanish version was only available on the Bank Breezy website. If we go into that, is that still true, or can we get to it through the DAC website? Because all mine have the QR code for the DAC website, and I paid to have them printed, and then they said, "Oh, it's going to be in Spanish, but only on the Bank Breezy website."
Yeah, so the only website that is translated in Spanish so far is the Bank Breezy website. They are going to be
Okay.
translated to the David Allen Capital website, um, which from what I know, very soon in the near future, very soon. So yeah, so that's good. They're going to have they're going to have that ability for very soon. Any Spanish-speaking business owner that goes to the David Allen Capital website will be translated, but it's not translated yet. But if they click on apply now, Terry, on your website, and that takes them to the Bank Breeze website automatically, so they can translate it there when they hit apply now.
Oh, so they can hit the Spanish there and do it in
Correct.
Spanish. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't realize that. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So you bet. So when they click apply now or get started, that's going to take them right to the intake form on the Bank Breezy website. Your Bank Breezy, the initial intake form for Bank Breezy. That's where they can click translate and go through the whole entire process in Spanish.
Great, thanks.
Bet. All right, guys. Any other questions or anything you guys want to touch on specifically? All right. No worries. No worries. Reggie, congratulations on the new broker, brother. Saw that yesterday or today. Today. Way to go. And guys, remember, I'm going to bring this to a close. Remember, guys, the March Madness incentive starting from last Thursday, which was the 15th, all the way to the 31st. We are all able to participate in this March Madness incentive where David Rutz is going to be tracking our progress, our activity when it comes to brand new brokers, certified brokers, submitted applications, and funded deals. So we have time. Now is the time to strategize. More than strategize, execute. Starting, if you couldn't get much done today, tomorrow is a brand new day, guys. And that's the beauty of this business, right? Every day is a brand new opportunity. It's a fresh new start, clean slate, ready to execute. What is your daily activity goal for tomorrow? If you don't know what that is, right when we close this off, sit down for a few minutes and say, okay, I want to have 5 business owner conversations. I want to have 10 business owner conversations. I'm going to send out 20 emails. I am going to send out 5 follow-up text messages with business owners I spoke to last month. Whatever that activity, critical task is, that's what's going to push you forward to securing new clients. Maybe now, maybe next week, or maybe in a couple months. But what's going to ensure that is our activity. Now, when it comes to new brokers, who do we know in our town? Who can we network with? Are there any real estate, commercial real estate, um, credit repair, um, CPAs, people that work with business owners, or people that are in B2B or in another or in another industry that may want to add business funding to their portfolio? Who do you know that can take a look at this opportunity and potentially come onto your team and make an impact locally in your town, in your community, or maybe a cousin in South Carolina or in Florida or in Texas that's out of your state that may do very well with this business, right? Who do you know? You want to reach out to them and introduce them to this opportunity. So starting tomorrow, after this call, write down what's your activity goal. Are you going to be reaching out to 5 people about this, about becoming a broker, about adding business funding to their portfolio? Are you going to send out a DM to 5 people about that and talk to 5 business owners in person, walk into 5 restaurants potentially? Whatever you want to strategize and structure out an activity plan, make sure you are clear on what you want to accomplish for tomorrow, and then do everything you can to execute and meet that plan, complete it. Because once you complete it, you've won the day, guys. And that's going to build confidence. It's going to show what you're able to do, you put yourself out to do. And then the next day is a new day, new activity plan. What's the new activity plan? And as you continue to complete and accomplish each day of your activities that you set out for yourself, guess what? Those are conversations you've had, reach out, and that's just momentum that you begin to build, and it's undeniable. That's when you start to see great reception, conversations that you had with the business owner where he said he responded very positively. What happens when a business owner responds very positively to you when you speak to them? That feels good. That feels amazing. That builds up your confidence. You want to continue to do that. And you want to build on that momentum. You want to build on that sensation and continue spreading the word to make an impact in your community, neighboring communities, in your state, and then nationwide. So set out your activity plan, make it clear, put what amount of conversations you want to have, amount of text messages, emails, whatever the activity is. Write it down. As soon as we finish this call, write it down. And tomorrow, let's get after it and let's make it happen. Let's do everything that's possible to complete it, accomplish it. And then I'd love to hear if anyone wants to share how it went. I'm all ears. I'm here to listen. I'll share my activity plan tomorrow with all of you, so you have an idea of what I'm going for, because that's what it's all about. Going for it all together and as a team, and sharing what's working, sharing what's not, sharing our wins, sharing our losses, sharing that we're getting. Hey, you may share. I did my activity plan. Guess what? I completed all my critical tasks. I had one great conversation, and the rest said, "Thank you, Nick. Hey, so it's okay. I don't need it now, but I'll keep you in mind." Hey, those are conversations that will help bring results in the near future. So, guys, that's it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Let's get after it tomorrow. Again, write down those activities. What's your activity plan for tomorrow? And then we'll see all of you on tomorrow's DAC huddle, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, daczoom.com. God bless everyone. Have a great night.
Great. Thanks, Nick.
You bet.